Hi, welcome to class. Thanks for making it. Today we will be doing an all over body workout, but focusing on stability. Let's start. We're going to have one strong spring in the middle of the spring tensions here, because we're going to start with semicircle. So one strong spring in the middle, lying on your back. Put your feet on the bar and then wiggle your way so that your pelvis is off the edge of the carriage. Tailbone is touching that spring that's in the middle. Okay, so the heels of your hands are pressing against the shoulder rests. Your hands are just up above your shoulders as opposed to down, so just up a little higher. Elbows are straight, tailbone down, heels together, knees apart. Now you're going to tuck your tail under, roll up through your spine, reach your knees out over your toes, and then reaching the bed out, and then roll down through the spine, articulating your back. Tailbone touches the spring, and then return back into the start position. Breathing out to tuck your tail under, lift up, squeeze in the back of the legs. Breathing in to press out, opening up the front of the hips. And then breathing out to roll and articulate, and then return, scraping the bed along the spring. One more in this direction. So tuck your tail under, squeezing your buttocks, reach the knees out away from the hips, pressing the carriage out. Roll down through the spine and then scrape your tailbone along the spring. Now let's reverse it. So scrape your tailbone out, tuck your tail under, try and articulate your spine, draw the bed in, squeeze the heels in towards your buttocks, keep the heels together as you roll down through the spine, feeling the spine being mobilized against the edge of the carriage, pushing the carriage out, scrape your tailbone along the spring, tuck your tail under, draw the heels in towards your buttocks, and then rolling down. One last one. Such a beautiful exercise on your spine. Scraping the tailbone along the spring. Lifting your hips up. Just keep breathing naturally. Draw the heels in and then rolling down through the spine. Now slide the bed back, the carriage underneath you. And now we're going into pendulum with a hinge. Start position. You're going to grab hold of the shoulder rests. Your legs are up towards the ceiling and the legs are in external rotation. You're going to roll onto your left hip, lift your right hip up, keep your right shoulder blade down and then return. Roll onto your right hip, lift the left hip up and then return. Now hinge the legs away from you, keep the lower spine imprinted down into the carriage and then lift back up. Again, so roll onto your left hip, right shoulder blade touches the carriage and then lift back up. Press the heels together and then rolling onto the right, press the left shoulder down and then return. Now imprint your lower back as the legs hinge away and then lifting back. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hinge the legs away. And then exhale, lifting back up. Bend your knees, place your feet down. Now we're going to do curl ups and obliques off the edge of the carriage. So actually swing around and have your shoulders so that you can arch back without falling off the carriage. So it's not the neck doing the arching, it's the upper back. Hands are behind your head, knees are up into tabletop. Start position, knees in tabletop, pelvis in neutral, armpits down towards your hips. You're going to inhale, arching back, and then exhale, return. Inhale, arching the upper spine back, and then exhale, return. Good. Again, keep the tummy engaged now, and then ribs to hips to lift. Good. Arching back, inhale, and then exhale, return. Good, another 5. 4, pelvic floor, navel to spine. 3, keep the ribs down as you go back. They're lifting, but your upper powerhouse is contracting. 2, last one. 1. Now into oblique. So you're going to go all the way back, and then you lift armpit to opposite hip. 10, 9, 8, heavy head into the hands. 7, just do what you can. 6, tummy muscles firm. 5, open your chest. 4, reaching your chest out. 3, 2, last one. 1. Now stay in center, toe tap. Tap one toe down, back up. Tap the other toe down, back up again. 4, 2, keep the lower back nice and still. 1 more on each side. Grab hold of the back of the legs, sitting up. Okay, so that's your warm up. So now we're going to do plies in a high lift. So let's put 1.5 springs on. So you've got 1 strong spring and 1 half spring on. Okay, so you're lying on your back. The headrest is down because we're going to be up nice and high. So heels on the bar, sit bone width apart. Now you're going to tuck your tail under, lift the hips all the way up. Now you're going to push the carriage out, lower the hips down, and then you're going to draw the carriage in, lifting the hips up. Breathing in to push out, lower the hips, breathing out to lift up. Again, breathing in to lower, breathing out to lift. Okay, so you're pivoting in the hips. 5, 4, keep the knees parallel. 3, really stretching the knees away from the hips. 2, last one. 1, and then roll down through the spine, tucking under all the way down. Good. Now toes on the bar in parallel, arms down by your side. So tuck your tail under, lift the hips up, and then we push out, lower the hips down, and then lifting up. 1, 2, think heels towards your buttocks. 3, keep the big toes gripped into the bar. 4, 5, anywhere between 6 to 10. 6, 2 more. 7, last one. 8, and then roll down through the spine. Okay, and then into a V position. So heels together, toes apart, knees hip bone width apart. And you're going to tuck your tail under, roll up through the spine, rib cage down. Now you're pushing out, lowering the hips down, and then you're lifting up, drawing the heels in towards your buttocks. Again, breathing in to push down, breathing out to lift up. 3, working the back of the legs. 4, pelvic floor. 5, reaching out through the knees. 6, maybe 2 more, ribs in. 7, last one. 8, and then roll down through the spine. Okie dokie. So now we're going to do your risers in a V position. So keep your feet where they are. You're going to straighten out the legs, and then you lower the heels down and up in a V position. Now try and keep the ankle bones from touching as you lower the heels down. So you're really wrapping your thigh bones. Reaching the head away from the hips, reaching the heels out away from the pelvis for 5. Feeling the back of the legs. 4, thigh bones wrap. 3, 2, and 1. And then bend the knees. Hello, for the rest of that workout, go to my website, which is nellh.tv. There you will find my unique systematic approach to the Pilates method. There's packages there for the reformer, for the wonder chair, and also for the Cadillac. I hope you enjoy, and remember, movement is medicine.